Greetings, empowered souls. It's Shelly being the Empowered Oracle. I hope you guys are doing wonderful and amazing wherever you are in the world. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much. So, happy new moon in Cancer, guys. Today is officially the new moon energy we have entered, and it is falling under Cancer energy. And I just did a new moon energy collective reading a couple of days ago. So please check that out because there's a lot of good info in there. So this reading is going to be for July 2025 divine messages for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements of Sagittarius collective. What's good, Sagittarius? I hope all is well. And as always, guys, if you need a personalized reading from me for your situation, my information will always be in the description area below. Just reach out to me and we can go from there. And I also want to say that I am having a special on my readings right now throughout Cancer season. So just wanted to put that plug out there. And let's tap in and see what messages you have. So also keep in mind, as always, these messages won't be for every Sagittarius. However, if you have logged on, if you're watching my channel, more than likely there is a message here for you. Okay? Let's tap in and see what your current energy is, Sag. What is your current energy right now as we speak? Oh, Divine Spirit, what is the current energy for Sagittarius collective? Please and thank you. What is the current energy for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements? What's the current energy? I keep seeing this deceit card. I don't know, it just keeps standing out. Hello, Divine Spirit, what is the current energy for Sagittarius collective? Please and thank you. Do we have the current energy? Thank you. Ooh, I like this. Card number 33, Endure the Romance. Okay. So, Sag, what's going on with that? Are you guys currently seeing someone, or are you in that mindset or energy of being open to seeing someone or being open to romance? Either way, I like this energy. Either way, I like that energy for you. So this is the current energy that you guys are in. Endure the romance. You guys may be getting to know someone. I may have like different groups of Sagittarians who, one group, you guys may be getting to know someone as we speak. The other group, I feel like you could be in this mindset or energy where you are opening up yourself. You're opening yourself up to receive someone new in your life, a romantic prospect. That's what I'm feeling as well. I like that. Okay. So with that being said, let's get some more storyline with this. And this is great. I like that energy for you guys. Because, you know, I feel like Sagittarius, I feel like for a lot of you guys, I feel like a sense of, I feel like you guys may have been going through a period of kind of peace, a period of kind of just chilling, being at peace, being more maybe focused on your home front, whatever that looks like. But I feel like there's an energy for some of you guys where now, I feel like now that you may feel like, you know, you've got more stabilized on the home front and even maybe in your finances or something. I feel like there's a certain level of peace that you've now accomplished. And now you are open to possibly sharing some of your peace or sharing some of your energy or even your life with someone. Okay. So, Holy Divine Spirit, please give me the strongest energy for Sagittarius Collective for July 2025. What will be the strongest energy that stands out for Sagittarius Collective, Divine Spirit, for July 2025. Please and thank you. Okay, we have attachment here. So with this attachment energy, guys, there may be a certain mindset or behavior or way of thinking that you could be attached to, Sagittarius, when it comes to romance, and maybe having certain expectations. So I do feel like with that attachment, it could be a toxic way of thinking, or a toxic way of looking at certain things, or just a way of thinking or being that doesn't serve you, that's not for your greatest and highest good, especially if you are wanting a romance or a new possibility in terms of relationships or connecting with someone. I feel like there's a certain attachment and way of thinking or mindset that needs to be released. Thank you, Spirit. So I'm going to give you an example. And I'm not saying that this is the case, but just an example. Sagittarius, you could have a mindset where you feel like dating someone with children or dating someone with a child is just not, it's just not good, because you maybe assume that you have to deal with chaotic family situations, with that person being a parent and that person having a child, and then that person may have to deal with a difficult co-parenting situation, or say for instance that person, you may feel that that person has a difficult baby mama, or that person may have a difficult baby daddy. You may feel like dating someone with children or a child is just not good because it comes with drama. So that's an example where in some cases that's not always the case, but maybe in your mind you may have already fixated your mind in believing that situation, or believing that's how it's going to be for anybody that you may get to know that has a child. You may feel like it may not go far, or there's no chance of it going any farther because that person has a child, and you already know that before you get started, it's not going to work because of a preconceived idea that you have about dating someone with children. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, that is just an example. But so what I'm getting from Divine Spirit, and what I'm feeling and what I'm channeling, is that there's a certain way of thinking or habit or thought that needs to be released before you can really ride high on any potential positive outcome on a romance. Okay. So as I said, some of you could be getting to know somebody right now, but there might be a certain way of thinking that needs to change. Now, I'm not saying to change any kind of healthy boundaries that you have. Absolutely not. If you have a certain standard and healthy boundary for yourself, no, I'm not saying to change that up at all. But there may be I feel like Divine Spirit is asking you guys, or someone here, to be more open-minded about possibly getting to know someone who you wouldn't normally maybe give a chance to. Like I said, maybe because they have children or a child, to just be a little bit more open-minded in getting to know someone. So I don't know. I feel like that's for somebody. All right. So with that being said, let's check out let's get an angel tarot message for you guys. Divine Spirit, what angel tarot message do you have for Sagittarius Collective for July 2025? Divine Spirit, please and thank you. I take this deck only in the upright. Okay. Divine Spirit, what tarot message do you have for Sagittarius. Yeah. Oh. Come through, spirit, come through. So we got Ace of Water at the bottom of the deck, which is like the equivalent to Ace of Cups in the regular tarot cards, I guess. Ace of Water talks about feelings and relationships and emotions and intuition. And Ace of Water is also talks about new love. Okay. So yes, we have that on the bottom of the deck. But what actually came out too is the Seven of Water, which is like the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups or Seven of Water talks about options, choices. It may also talk about overanalyzing a situation or maybe even procrastination. So Sagittarius, you know, you are the freedom fighter of the zodiacs, of all 12 zodiacs. I call you guys like the freedom fighter. Also along with Aquarius. You and Aquarius are like definitely like the freedom fighters, meaning like you guys definitely love your freedom. Typically you don't like to be settled down or held down, or in a, you know, you can do a committed relationship, but most times you do like your freedom, or if anything, you definitely like your space. And you are very aware that you have your options. You never feel like you have to settle. Most times you feel like you don't have to settle because there's so many other options out there. But in this particular situation, I feel like the Seven of Cups coming out. There could be, although you want romance and you might be connecting with someone, I do feel like there's still a part of you that I never noticed this. I'm sorry. In the middle of the Seven of Cups card, I never noticed this. I mean, the Seven of Water card, I never noticed this 444 number right here, 444. I never noticed that. Anyway, which talks about home stability and protection. Okay. But yeah, I feel like you guys may still keep your options open, which Divine Spirit is not saying to not keep your options open, but you will feel or do feel like you need to still keep your options open while getting to know someone. And I actually think that's a great idea as well. But make sure that you are not over analyzing a situation. Make sure you're not, also make sure you're not creating illusions about the situation or about the person. And you know, with this Seven of Water that came out, and then at the bottom we had the Ace of Water. Maybe you guys could be connecting also with a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What other? Please give me another Angel Tarot card for Sagittarius Collective, Divine Spirit, please and thank you, for July 2025. What's the other? I'm not going to really clarify it. I'm not going to ask for clarification, but I may get a card that clarifies it. Okay, what other? Thank you. Okay, so we have Ten of Fire that came out. So that's like the Ten of Wands. It talks about being overworked, stressed, and imbalanced. Sagittarius, I don't know. It feels like you guys may feel like, maybe as you feel like you're getting to know someone, romantically speaking, maybe you feel like there's going to be some type of burden. It's going to be a burden to maybe there's something about this person or about this connection where you feel like it's a burden, or it's going to be a burden for you in some way. Now I do want to clarify. Holy Spirit, please clarify the Ten of Fire for Sagittarius Collective, July 2025. I do want to clarify this. Please clarify the Seven of Water and Ten of Fire for Sagittarius. Divine Spirit, please and thank you. Shoot. Hold on, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we had 2 cards that came out for clarification. We had the 3 of air that came out, which is like the 3 of swords. And then we have the moon that came out. So when I clarified Sagittarius, the 7 of water, and the 10 of fire, and the 3 of air came out, and the moon card came out. Remember I mentioned something about you guys with the 7 of water, making sure that you guys are not creating some kind of illusion about this situation or this connection. And with the moon coming out, it does talk about intuition, illusion, and revelation. And then with the 3 of air, there could be something about this connection where you guys might be feeling like maybe based on past situations or past connections. There might be something that you might be seeing in this connection or in this person that may make you feel like you're going to walk away with a broken heart with this 3 of air. And maybe that is causing that 10 of wands feeling stressed, feeling burdened by connecting with someone. Because one thing about us as human beings, we could want romance all day, every day. We could want to connect with someone. We could want someone new to come into our life. We can want to open up to some new possibility and new romance and new relationship. But there's also that part of us that may, once it happens, once it comes into our life, we may, on some unconscious way, become afraid of what the very thing that we want, and may end up creating some type of illusion based on past wounds from past connections. So I do feel like there's still some healing, a little bit of healing that may still need to be done, or just something that you may need to stop and pause on and maybe reassess in terms of why it is that you feel this way. And with the moon, it's also asking you to go in and tap into your intuition. Go deep, Sag. Okay, go deep. Really examine your feelings and emotions on why you're feeling this way. Now, I'm not saying at all that you don't have anything to be concerned about. That's not what I'm saying either, but I do feel like there could be an energy where someone may eventually feel stressed or burdened in trying to create a relationship with someone or connect with someone, and may fear that it eventually may end up, the outcome of the connection may end up being disappointing, hurtful, or you may walk away getting hurt if you allow yourself to open up to someone. Even though you want to, I feel like this energy, you want to get to know someone. You want that possibility. You're open to that possibility. You do want romance, but I feel like in terms of what it takes to get to know someone, what it takes to make that happen, and allowing that energy into your life, it could be something where some of you guys or someone here might be afraid of what it's really going to take to allow someone to come into your space, allow someone to come into your heart. I don't know. That's the energy that I'm getting for somebody. And this could be a very specific message for someone here. But I do feel like it's your energy, Sag. I do feel like it's your energy where you feel like you may get hurt by someone. If you really allow yourself to receive, and if you allow yourself to drop your guards and drop your walls a bit, I do feel like there is that fear of being hurt. And with that fear of being hurt, oftentimes we do create ideas and scenarios in our head that aren't always true. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Now, these energies, I like to say from time to time, these energies aren't always set in stone. Okay, but that is a strong energy that I'm getting right now for some of you all, for whoever this resonates for. Okay, moving on, Sag. What yin yang oracle message do we have for Sagittarius Collective Divine Spirit for July 2025? What else do they need to know at this time? What other messages do we have for Sagittarius? Can I have one more? For Sagittarius Sun, thank you. Oh man, come through, Spirit. You have been coming through so far. Okay, the first card that came out was Freedom, Leap, Uranus, Opportunities. Did I not mention that you guys are all about freedom? You guys are like freedom fighters, like Aquarius. And it's interesting because we do have Uranus here, which represents Aquarius. So you guys are all about freedom, jumping, taking a chance, and opportunities, jumping on opportunities where you see them. This could be opportunities in any area. It could be work, friendship, projects, art, romance, family situations. You guys are about really exercising your freedom and operating in a sense of freedom. And you guys typically know how to do that better than anybody, you and Aquarius. And then we have distance, retreat, or time out. And if you look here, there's a guy way in the background and there's a lady here in the front. And it talks about time apart. So at some point, someone here, whether it's you or the other person, but I do feel more like it could be your energy, Sag. I do feel like at some point you may find things that are going so well that you may feel like it's too good to be true, and you may distance yourself. It may be overwhelming, and it may be overwhelming in feeling that things are going well, and you may decide to pull back or distance yourself because you feel like this is too good to be true. And that often happens when we are used to disappointments in relationships. This could be toxic relationships. This could be just disappointments. This could be hurt, being hurt many times in a relationship. When we get something good, a lot of times we don't know how to, sometimes we don't know how to respond to something that's going well for us. Or we don't know how to respond to something that's working out in our favor. It's almost like, okay, this is not what I'm used to. When is the other shoe going to fall? Well, a lot of times we can make that other shoe fall if that's what we are anticipating. That's what we're expecting. It's called manifesting. Manifesting some of our worst fears that we often as human beings have that power to do. I feel more like this is just a heads up and a warning for someone here who could possibly be potentially setting themselves up to self-sabotage a connection, a good connection. I'm not saying that it's going to be a forever connection. I'm not saying that because this message is it's different for everybody, but I just feel like I'm definitely getting the message here that someone could potentially self-sabotage a healing and positive connection, romantic connection. All right, so, oh man, this is really going over. Sagittarius, Holy Divine Spirit, please give me 3 Cancerian oracle messages for Sagittarius Collective as we begin to wind down in this reading. Divine Spirit for July 2025. What 3 Cancerian messages do you have for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for July 2025? Okay. All right. Thank you. Don't forget, guys, we are currently which started today, we are currently in the new moon in Cancer energy. So that lasts usually between 2 weeks up to 30 days. We have alone time. Yeah, we have alone time, self-care, enjoy your peace, and recharge. I feel like that's what you guys had already been doing for a while. And Divine Spirit is saying this is the energy that you're also going to want to continue to be in as we move through July. Tower moment. Expect change, but this is a blessing in disguise, okay? And the tower moment could be that you meet someone unexpectedly that captures your attention, you know, it's someone that you want to get to know, but on some level it scares you, okay? That could be a scenario. But just remember, tower moments are not always negative or not always, you know, uncomfortable. I just wanted you to keep that in mind. And then we have rebirth, growth, transforming, healing, and feel your way through. Yes, just continue to feel your way through, Sagittarius. Don't rush. I know a lot of times my Sag sisters and brothers have this issue with patience. But I definitely beg of you to take your time as we move through this new moon in Cancer energy. Okay. What sacred oracle message do we have for Sagittarius Divine Spirit for July 2025? Please and thank you. I have one card. Thank you. Relaxation. So you guys are definitely being encouraged to also continue to chill like you kind of been doing for a while. So let me read specifically what that says for you guys. Relaxation. I like this. Okay, it says, Sagittarius, when you receive this card, relax. All is well. No need to strive or push to get ahead. Beneath the surface of life, everything is gently propelling you in the right direction. You can lay down your burdens and simply unwind. Slow down and allow calmness to fill you. When you relax and relinquish control, your intuition expands and you create the space for your spirit guardians to help you. Additionally, it's vastly easier to heal and have positive outcomes in life when you are rested and not filled with worry and need to control the outcomes. Lie back, stretch out, and watch magic unfold in your life. Bam. I love this. Did I not say to try your best to have patience throughout this energy as we're moving through July? It talks about that, and it talks about laying your burdens to rest, okay? As well, and allowing things to unfold naturally. Let divine universe, divine source, creator, and your divine angelic spirit guides help you out, and just don't move fast. Like you're typically on the run and typically, you know, going and doing things and, you know, getting through things fast in life. This is definitely an energy and a time for you to do the opposite. Okay, so just want to reiterate that. Last but not least, let's get 3 moonology messages for this new moon energy. Divine Spirit, what 3 moonology messages do you have for Sagittarius Collective during this new moon energy as we begin to close out? What are 3 messages you have for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for this new moon and Cancer energy? Now 2 more. Two more for Sagittarius, please and thank you. Thank you. We have here, luck is on your side. Hey, hey, new moon in Sagittarius. And also, well, Jupiter right now is in Cancer, but again, this is that new moon and Cancer energy that we're going with. But luck is on your side with new moon in your sign, Sagittarius. Okay, I love that. Wait, a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. What I tell you, This daughter romance and my energy, what I'm channeling is not there for nothing, okay? Yes, you got new romantic cycle begins. So this is definitely confirmation for some of you guys. And then we have work through your fears, Sagittarius. Yes, work through your fears of whatever connection is coming through or trying to come through. Okay, that's what we got for you. Sagittarius, it was an honor and privilege to read for you. As always, guys, I hope that someone found this helpful and that it resonated with you. And until the next upload, as always, be well and be at peace. Ashe.